Hello everyone, welcome back to Hero Wars Guide. We got a game data update today. It's mostly centered around the event schedule for the first half of the month, so I'm going to talk through that. I've also got a bit of additional information about this Emerald Coin event that's starting tonight. I've been going around saying that this was going to be Daredevil because some artwork was added for her around the time of the announcement of this event. But it turns out that the actual hero of the event is Lian. And that's a little bit strange because the background for the event appears to be Ziri, but the tasks in the shop, which we'll get into a little bit later, are set for Lian. So otherwise it looks like it follows the format of what we've seen in the last few Emerald Coin events with these same tasks. Alright, then I'm going to go through what else we know about the schedule before coming back for the shop. So after the Lian event, we're going to get Foundations of Power, which is a pretty nice Titan Skinstone event. And it's going to have a 2-day overlap with Guardians of Outland, so that is going to make this a really nice little window for special events. Although it really does seem like the bar, the average day is quite a bit stronger than it was a year or two ago. But anyway, these are two really nice events for Skinstones, one Titan and one Hero. If you've been excited about the new heroes getting added to Soulstone chests, but holding on to your reserves, this could also be a pretty nice time for it. It doesn't look like Foundations of Power has a Soulstone task, but Guardians of Outland does. So if you've been waiting, you won't have to wait much longer. And then in the final day of Guardians of Outland, we'll be getting the 1-day time of the Fearless event, which almost certainly means that there will be a 5x Emerald sale for this 1 day only. And then when that ends, we'll have Emerald Waterfalls running for several more days. This gap, I believe, will be filled with the Spring Skin event. That one, I think, is another copy of the Winds from the East and Ode to Beauty event format, at least if it follows previous years. And those are pretty good Skinstone events. Especially on the budget side of them. You don't have to spend a whole lot to get some pretty nice returns out of that one. I did a whole video on that topic titled Winds from the East Event Breakdown. You can find that either on the site here under events or on my YouTube history. And then filling out the rest of this Emerald Waterfalls, we will have Ascension to Asgard. This one, I think, is kind of a mediocre quality reward event centered around the Hero Asgard resources. Alright, so that's about it we have on the schedule for now. There is another Emerald Waterfall coming, as has been the trend for the end of the month, but I don't yet know what the events will be overlapping that. Alright, then as promised, I will return to the shop for this Lian Emerald Coin event. Sad to say, it doesn't look like they botched the prices this time around. Almost all the items are centered around an emerald coin to emerald value ratio of 0.32. So they're all on an emerald basis about the same value, but I've highlighted in blue two of my favorites for this one just because of the relative scarcity of these fragments compared to the other fragments that come from the same campaign missions. And the other fragments that form some of the composite items that form them, although I guess that really only applies to the cicadas here. To put it another way, you'll have thousands or tens of thousands of spares of the other items that come from the mission where you'll get this, and these both only come from 10 energy missions, and all that is a little less true for these other items. Though several of them are pretty good. This Helm of Clear Thoughts, Piercing Gaze, Drummer's Fancy, the Radiant Armor, Chalice of the Primordials. None of those are bad picks. But in the end, they all kind of fall down in comparison to the Skinstone chest option. This is slightly higher on an emerald value basis, and also, generally speaking, Skinstones are going to come in slower in organic growth relative to item fragments, so I think it will be a rare exception to the rule that this is the best pick for almost any player out there. Alright, but you guys have probably heard me say that 100 times, so not much new to cover there. Alright, so hopefully this is a helpful view into the first half of March. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll talk to you again later.